Kenneka here on Kenneka Says, where Kenneka says it all, and that is how I feel. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the story for today. It is going to be an update on Kenneka Jenkins. Now, with Kenneka, I already said prior in one of my other videos, and actually a few other videos, if you guys have not taken a chance to check them out, I would truly appreciate you going onto my YouTube channel, Kenneka Says, spelled KLARISSICASAYS. If you don't want to type everything in, that's fine. Kenneka would just be fine, which is my first name, Kenneka, KLARISSICA. I have a bunch of videos on there already that you can definitely take your time out to try out, just about different social issues and concerns that we are having as humans. And I would appreciate you guys taking time out to look them up. But that being said, let's get back to the video today of Kenneka Jenkins. I have been up since like 5 a.m. doing my research this morning, just because, like I said, there is some really sketchy shit happening. Like, there's some missing details that we are missing. And not only that, but the timing on the video where we actually see Kenneka is actually, you know, not adding up. Basically, like, there's videos showing her like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's another video where the video actually that they recently put out shows her walking at like 2:24 ish, and that doesn't make any sense, primarily because she, you know, would have or should have been upstairs to, you know, with the party and all that, whatever. So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention, that she actually should have been somewhere else. Now, besides that, you also see videos of her like at the party, sitting down, drinking, hanging out, and she looks totally fine. Like, she doesn't look like she's messed up. Now, people can say like, okay, sometimes liquor hits you hard like later on. But in this case, like, literally, you can see the time differences. Like, for one thing, like, just to point this out. Okay, so when you go into a hotel, there is, excuse me, y'all, there is a camera that is in front of, like, the door, like, facing the door, seeing who comes in and who comes out. There's also a camera facing, like, the front desk, so you can see, you know, what they're doing. Another camera facing outwards. So when you go through the doors and you go towards the elevator, there's another camera that's like right there. Like, as you're, say for instance, there's like a corridor and you go under it, and then to the left there is, like, you know, elevators. Right there on the top of like where the corridor would be is a camera showing who's going to into the first floor, you know, elevator, which is adjacent to the actual front desk. So in the footage that they show Kenneka, like the actual footage they put out, they show Kenneka in it. However, there's a lot of speculations saying that that's not actually Kenneka. So because of that, and in fact, that I already mentioned in one of the videos, that I'm not sure if that is actually real footage, because it's not correlating to the times and things that in the events that has been going on prior to this event and prior to this this footage coming out to the public. You know, I took the time out to go and research a little further. So like I said, I went and I seen that basically the video shows Kenneka, and I mentioned it in other videos too, showing her like drunkenly walking as if she's like drugged, but like, or if she's like really highly intoxicated. So you can see videos of her like that. Now, in that video also, you can see that like on Kenneka's, I believe to say, if I'm looking at a picture this way, and her pants leg might have been on her right leg, not the left leg, because it's probably opposite. But one of her legs in the top corner is ripped, and you can kind of see a pocket. You can see her pocket kind of like through the jeans. Now, mind you, when you see the video footage that they just, you know, gave out to us, that they didn't have at first, they weren't showing her mother, which is all the speculation as to it being made up, which I'm getting to. You basically see that this girl that's walking doesn't have that same kind of pocket, and it's not see-through, whereas in all the other footage with Kenneka, the footage shows that her pants are see-through. like not see-through to say that they're like see-through, but like when you see like the actual like pants, it has that like style that is like scratched off with like a razor or something, where your pants is like rugged and it's fringed basically, and through that fringe you can see her skin. That's something I see through. So basically in the video footage of Kenneka like walking to the fridge, which is what they're showing, they literally show this girl that's like, I guess, looking or personifying Kenneka. I'm not sure if it is or isn't Kenneka, but just for this case of the scenario and this video, we're talking in, you know, broad in terms. So they show Kenneka walking towards the fridge. Now, again, I already stated that the videos prior did not show the same, you know, images of basically Kenneka's skin being shown through the fringe and her jeans. And these video that we see, it shows this girl that is walking and it's just like regular fringed jeans, and you don't see her skin whatsoever as she's walking, nor do you see that pocket I was mentioning. And the pocket I'm talking about is if you go to, I guess, the first video where Manifa and Kenneka are in the bathroom, she is facing, you see the pocket, and you also see how her butt looks when she turns around. So that's another thing. Kenneka is thick. I admit she's not like fat thick though. She's like slim, bigger, medium thick. So what I mean by that is, like, if you see the video of Kenneka, the girl Kenneka walking to the fridge, you will see that she looks kind of, you know, bodacious in her butt area, whereas Kenneka did have a butt, but it wasn't as big. I mean, it looked kind of the same, but not the same way, because her hips looks wider. And if you see the pictures or the video where I just, you know, referenced with Manifa, you know, her hips looks kind of more straight and narrow like a child, whereas the other video showing Kenneka going towards the fridge, it looks more like a woman's body. Also, Kenneka's hair was straight down, like long, straight in the part in the middle, and then straight down hair, which I liked her hair, but it was really straight. And that video, you also see like a girl, like kind of like her hair comes over in a bit, but I don't know if I was the one who caught that. Maybe I was looking too much into the video, which does happen. I mean, I don't put anything past anybody, but I'm not totally sure. Another thing that caught my attention was the fact that if you see the original video of like when they originally first got to the party, like them walking through the hallway, and there was a group of girls, I think it was like 4. It was a girl in the front that had the long ponytail to the side. It was another girl, it was Monifa behind that, and it was Kenneka with her phone in her hand and her keys, by the way. And then it was a girl to the right of Kenneka. From my angle, it's the right of Kenneka. So no one's mentioning that girl. Like, we need to figure out who that girl is, because she was there, but you don't see her in any of the other videos, but yet she walked in with them. So that's what a confusing thing about that too. So I wanted to reference that, make sure I did bring it to my attention, bring that to y'all attention, that it was another girl that was there that we have not seen in any of the videos. And it's not Irene, it's some other girl that she walked in with. She was literally next, she actually bumped into Kenneka. She's slimmer, she's more of like a my frame body, like she's slimmer, and yeah, she looked kind of thirsty, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know who she is. No one has seen her, but that's the girl that we need to probably put some details towards, because she may know some details that we don't know. Another thing, that footage has to be tampered. This is what Clarissa says, because I always go into what, you know, what's going around, like what I see. But what Clarissa says that footage was definitely tampered. They definitely did something to the footage, because the timing didn't make any sense. I already said prior that it looks like someone is disappearing. Like, you can see like stories where there is like editing tools where you can disappear, like make people disappear in the background, which is what it looks like as well. I did mention military cloak. They do have that. They do have something like that, but you know, I'm kind of a sarcastic person, so I was kind of like, you know, like making you guys think they have that kind of stuff for real. But on a serious note, I think like they actually tampered with the actual evidence to like make things look different. So therefore, we will perceive certain things a certain way. It took way too long for them to get the camera's footage, because it's footage. It's a recording button. It's inside of a room. You take it and you watch it. It's not something hard. It really isn't hard. I used to be in mass communications, so I know how easy it is to go and play a tape. It's virtually like a DVD tape. But we used to use tapes back in the day, but now it's like a DVD. They just go ahead and they just press rewind, and it's simple. So it shouldn't have been this hard for them to see this tape. So that's why I truly believe that the video was edited. Not only that, but maybe in the sense that it can be just fake. I mean, the editing sounds more common sense, like sounds more realistic. However, the fact that it is that she doesn't really look the same, like she looks the same, because of course they had to get like a stunt double. Like, they have them all the time for these artists that go out for shows, things of nature. They have stunt doubles. But, like, seriously, it looks as though, like, that may be someone completely different, which will explain why they didn't release the tape at first, which will explain why they didn't really have anything to show to her mom, because at first it had no footage whatsoever. That's why I said in one of my other videos that literally the actual footage was different, because it shows something that's completely different. They didn't have that kind of footage. They didn't have it. So how are you going to go and get footage that you didn't have? My first theory on my other videos was that basically because of the hotel, it's a four-star hotel, but because of the area, because of nature, some people don't use cameras. That camera area where we're talking about is supposed to be a restricted area, so therefore there's no cameras that are back there, so we won't be able to see where Kenneka's at. So to save their ass, because they're supposed to have cameras throughout the whole entire hotel, they made up footage to make it seem as though they knew what was going on, when truthfully they didn't know. So they made up something so therefore they get the cops basically off their back. Now that's what I'm thinking, because at first there was no cameras, there are no footage, nothing for them to see, but now all of a sudden there's footage. So how is that possible that now all of a sudden there's footage? That's all I'm saying. And anybody can edit a video and put a timestamp on the video, make it look like what it is and what it isn't. So that's another theory that I have, because it's not making any sense. And I already stated to y'all that there was no cameras out there, so they actually recording Kenneka, and now all of a sudden there's cameras that can show what Kenneka did and but that girl in the very first scene of them walking to the actual party, that's next to Kenneka, that's kind of behind her, and then she comes like right next to her. She's the one we need to figure out, because it's missing details that we really do not know. So this is the latest update that I have. I will go ahead and recap. Basically, that I feel like the video is either edited for a fact, or there's a stunt double and they really made a fake video because there was no actual footage to show what Kenneka is. And because the situation is so big now, they have to have something to, like, you know, make sure that they meet regulations and meet all things they need to make sure they have to keep the business open. So they're saving their ass by making like a stunt double situation where they recorded some female that looks kind of like Kenneka walking to the fridge to, you know, then explain how she got there. Which looks, you know, kind of like someone's directing, like I said earlier. It looks like someone's directing her. It looks like someone's edited out, like you can see shadows edited out maybe, that is directing her to go towards whatever she's supposed to go to, like a handler. I said that prior on the video, so please check them out. Again, my name is Clarissa. It's spelled Klarissicka. And this is Clarissa Says. So check out all of the videos. Any updates y'all have, let me know. We are going to figure this out, and I'm here to help you guys any way possible. I appreciate you keep commenting on the videos. Let me know how you actually feel about, you know, situations, so we can both figure it out. And if you have any update information that, you know, you guys has found, let me know so I can go ahead and make a video about the situation, and we can get closer to the truth. Because I'm telling you, the times do not look right. Like the times of this video that they just put out showing Kenneka down there at going towards the fridge does not make sense towards the times of them being in the room with the party. And if y'all match the timestamps, y'all see. Plus, that same video of her walking has different images, so it looks as if like there's two different settings. Plus, the camera, again, the camera that's down there at the elevator, which is where she's at, down by the elevator in the front lobby, should have had recording from her from the back as well as the front. We only see recording from the front. So what about what's the other camera? Where's the other camera that's supposed to be behind her showing us like what's from the back? like what's back behind her. We don't have that footage. So again, we're missing links, we're missing footage, missing things that we need to see to piece the things together. And yes, I am playing Investigator Clarissa, but hey, I want to know what happened. It's sad, and I guess you guys are helping me by supporting me, by sending me comments, by sending me shares and sharing my videos and things of that nature, and liking. And I just appreciate you guys, you know, your support and helping this girl out. And it's very sad, but we're getting closer to the real situation. I do believe that it could be something still to this case, that maybe they did do something grimy and stole her organs like that, because that makes perfect sense why she was in the freezer and there's no real footage. I feel like they're just making things up so that for your mind goes with what they're showing you so it can die down. I really believe that they did something really grimy to her, and it could have been something that was like a homicide, which I don't think she killed herself. I said could have been because we don't really know, but I highly doubt that lovely girl killed herself, walked into a fridge and just died. First off and foremost, you can push the door back open and get out. So someone had to lock her in. That's just common sense. So let's figure it out, man. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. I'm here to answer everything. Please share this video. Please like the other videos. Please share the other videos. As I said multiple times, someone smart told me if you say something 3 times, it gets in people's heads. That's why I said 3 times. Please share. With that being said, any other updates that you guys have, please let me know. Put a link in the bottom of the comments as well so I can go and link on those, and of course get more of an aspect of what's going on. All right, you guys, love, peace, and Middle East, and one man unity. See ya.